Using corruption and strengthening institutional frameworks, as well as promoting fiscal transparency.
You know what? People are asking my name.
Wait, I never joined.
Okay, send me.
With the AG. And we had met with him yesterday, and the outcome was quite positive. When Dr. Ada comes on to take the meeting forward, I'm sure she would, as you know, as we progressed in our discussion with you on some of the agreed actions, there is likelihood that some of the actions we need to tweak it a bit, because the signal we're getting now is more positive than it was, the last time that we met with you. And we also felt as a program that it was necessary for us to convene this meeting to give you an update, because it looked as if everyone went quiet, we were kept in the dark, kind of. And so we felt it was important that we hold this meeting to give you an update and then agree again on some of the action plans. Do we have a need to make changes in some of them? Agree on the ones that we need to drop, the ones that we need to take forward, and that changes that we're going to do. Those are the kind of discussions that we hope to see happen today. But just to let you know that we are getting positive response, which is a good one. And also to thank you, because I know individually and all individual levels, you have also been advocating for this Edsias, which is a very good one. When Edo State started, when the last started, rather, Edo State was the last to join the European Union project. And when they joined, Edo State started recording some results. But when it comes to this anti-corruption strategy of the thing, it appeared at some point we lost the steam, and other states overtook us. So for us, it was quite worrisome. But because of this discussion we're going to have today, will actually put us on the right track. And to tell you, thank you. I bring you what we did from Abuja, and we're recognizing the role that CSOs play in terms of pushing and demanding for some of these anti-corruption strategies and initiatives to begin to take place in the state. Thank you very much.
What I want to say anyway, the Nigerian government is no longer mandatory, so we do. But what I want to say is let's put our phones on silent so that we don't try quietly or to stop the whole house. People that try to do something, if you did something. I want to appreciate Dr. Bright for the standard. So, but two of them, we saw their so because he did and then just quickly have to. That is why we are the demand side. We have to do, but they always try to do at the end that they said Edsias is too bulky. So they just give one, but every other bill went, it was just Edsias and OGP. So I told them that I don't think a 28 page, 31 page work involved, but if they will feel that that is their problem, I know what to do, I know the aspect to do. In fact, if they want a 2-page policy, I can come up with it. It's not a problem. Okay. So within that time and now, we tried, the office made several efforts to deal with age, because at this point age that would make the presentation, and after the presentation, the ESCO would now adopt and ratify, and as soon as they do that, we'll start implementation. Okay. So each time it was very difficult. But like Uche said, excuse me, last week they called us, they said, okay, you have given an appointment. You should come yesterday. He came, they said 11 o'clock by 11. So we waited till that 11. We didn't see, we came, we still didn't see. In fact, we saw him past maybe around 4. In fact, at that point, I already told my friend, because I came with the manager, who is the component manager. So he may step in or not, he has some other things to do. I told him, please, I want to go. He said, I want to go again. I am tired, I just want to go. So, but when the monitor was going, monitor now saw him coming back. Then he said, then he went. Well, fortunately, then I'm happy to report that the meeting was very positive. We got positive responses, we got promise for commitment. I am saying promise. In fact, after that meeting, I said again, should we now step down again and wait so that nobody is construing the actions of the team? But we had a meeting, the team meeting said no, it is advocacy. Advocacy is not confrontation. Advocacy is going to make somebody see something clearer. Some advocacy is going to water the ground. For instance, now, by the time we go into the next stage, I'm going to prove up what we have done before, so that we know the people who say we are going to see. So invariably, it is going to water the ground for him, because he promised us that the upper will and he has told us that he adopted it to be ratified. But we know that going beyond ratification and adoption, that we also need to implement, because somebody can adopt and step it down and nothing happens. So without implementation, it doesn't make sense. So we need to put the structures in place. We need to have that secretariat we are talking about. So this is where we are now. And I want to go through what we have done the last time, and then we discuss, we bounce ideas on how we are going to, what other things we can do. One thing I know that we cannot keep aside is that sensitization in our individual ways in the newspaper. Right? I know that there are this guy in Guardian says we don't have any guidance. He says that one of the reasons why we put him in M&E committee of the National Anti-Corruption Strategy, so he moves from over to anytime they are based on the national level, is because of the way he will report it after meetings. He will make sure that he has a space in Guardian. So we brought him out, so we didn't need to be paying, because he covers those things and he will make sure that those things features for the public to see. So nothing can take the place of sensitization, enlightenment. People must know about Edsias and the need for its implementation. Then, if we are going now for this advocacy, I think by the time we are going into different groups, some of the tone of the letter will change. Like for instance, we begin to understand by appreciating him, all the support, and we are solidly behind him, even as he goes to make sure and even the implementation. So let it be that yes, we are on the same side with him. And then the others, we are going to let them know, because some of them may not have heard, in fact, some of them may have not have heard about Edsias. And so when they are talking about what if we meet them, So we may also need because I know the speaker will not be, it's not part of this. We are going to meet the speaker, but it's not part of this. We are going to meet the first lady. She's not part of this. Is she part of this? No. SSG, yes. HOS, yes. Attorney General, I will pull it up now. Attorney General, the arrowhead, and then Chief of Staff. It's okay. Who? No, they're not Accountant General. We didn't do Accountant General. I told us the 6 persons that we have identified. But I'm saying, going by that this will go to ESCO and not to probably the House, we would probably need to reconsider about, we can go to the speaker, yes, probably when we need to pass a finance or form for implementation. It will be that he knows about it. But who are the other critical stakeholders that we can identify that will be at the ESCO on the day the Attorney General will present his policy? Because he said about that's the date he gave us, and we believe that. But we believe that there's a need to go and do advocacy appeal. Remember I said, so the tone of our letters, I have the letters that people came up with. We are going to also put them again, we track them. We're also going to choose new dates, and probably if there is any other thing anybody wants to add, that person can add. Thank you very much.
Very soon, if you live to be long, which all of you pray for, 25% of you will experience disability. And 25% of you, chief executives, will also be on the wheelchair before you die. And then you will not have access to use your office or to those places you like. Then you will know why it is important to have done what you needed to have done. So don't fail on your hours, don't fail on your watch. Let there be something to show. And he took the baton, he has promised and has given a firm commitment that he's going to run with it. So I just thought it's important we still go ahead with this. Please don't rest on your hours. Don't let them rest. It's democracy, governance of the people, especially where the people are educated and enlightened, like Edo State. If it is in the north, I will not push for democracy, because that will be government of the people for idiots, for animals. If it is here, then people went to say democracy means all of us, our voices must count, and therefore it must count for our posterity. Thank you very much. One love.
My name is Emmanuel Uche. Okay, my name is Emmanuel Uche. I'm the Anti-Corruption Program Manager for the European Union, particularly managing the Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption project implemented by the British Council. We are in Edo precisely to come have follow-up meetings with the state leadership, particularly in the Ministry of Justice, on the need to push and make good the work that have started over the last 2-3 years in developing we don't want to call it anti-corruption strategy, but an Edo state integrity and accountability strategy, which will be a holistic, all-inclusive framework for improving integrity and accountability, particularly in public service delivery in Edo State. We all know that there is no gainsaying that corruption has been the bane of Nigeria, and we know that even though the government in a place like Edo is known to be pragmatic, is known to be people-centered and want to do good, it is not sufficient that you want to do good on your own. It is also important that there are standard frameworks, there are standard policies, there are standard avenues for the people for whom you are working to be given accountability, to be giving account, to show your responsibility. So it's not sufficient. You're not dealing with trees or farms. You're dealing with human beings, and therefore that's why democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. And therefore there must be a framework for an all-inclusive approach to improve integrity and accountability in the state. The state on its own started what they call the social accountability framework, and they did invite me, and I came as a consultant to support that process. Now we have the social accountability framework, which the government of His Excellency already started, which is going. We have the OGP. All of them are supposed to be offshoots of a homegrown initiative for the fight against corruption and for improvement of transparency and accountability. So the Edo State Integrity and Accountability Framework strategy provides the big umbrella under which both the OGP and the Edo Social Accountability Strategy are supposed to be couched. And in it has 6 key pillars. The last pillar, which is very, very important, is on the ease of doing business. How can we improve the policy standards of transparency and accountability such that Edo becomes the investor's haven, becomes the ultimate investment destination because of their level of transparency? You can imagine Virgin Nigeria swearing never to return to Nigeria because Nigeria is corruption capital. How much more when you now become the transparency capital in such a country? You will become like a bee's honey, attracting all the investments to your state. And who benefits? You and me, our children, our posterity. And that is why what we're saying. We are here and we are happy that even civil society is geared towards this. We are all aligned to make sure that our government, which is the government we chose, do our bidding and do what the people want. We want transparent, credible, accountable governance in Edo State. Thank you very much. Do not see a situation where the government will be adamant to it, because this actually started in the last dispensation and we got a very big welcome. Edo State was the last of the states to be brought on board the European Union funded rule of law and anti-corruption project. And within a space of 2-3 years, Edo became our flagship. Edo became our reference point for good traction on the reforms that we were pushing, including FOI, including OGP, name it. So there was great progress in Edo State, but there was some lull because of the transition, because of the political transition. And we started wondering what is happening. Is it that somebody is dropping the ball? And I can assure you, yesterday I had a meeting with the Attorney General of the state, and believe me, it was awesome. His commitment was second to none, and he gave us his word that the Edo State Integrity and Accountability Strategy will see the light of the day and will be fully implemented very shortly. So it is an assurance I am giving you that the government of Edo State, having on its own pushed for a social accountability strategy, welcomed the OGP with both hands, will be very, very happy to see an overarching framework that brings everybody on board in the fight against corruption and on the enthronement of integrity and accountability in the state.
It's picking up. The governor of Edo State is committed to transparent governance and has put a number of things in place to get that done, partnering with non-state actors, civil society groups, and actually have the open governance platform. What's happening now is that civil society, on behalf of Edo people, have developed an accountability and integrity strategy for the state, which is awaiting adoption. We believe that once that is adopted by the state ESCO, it will contribute in no small way in driving governance in an open way and having the buy-in of citizens, and where government will be very transparent to the people. So it's a good one, and we must thank the British Council under the Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption Program that is facilitating the development of the Edo Integrity and Accountability Strategy for the state.
Thank you very much, sir. Your names again?
Melody Mosa.
There's Bright Onyebukuko from Indomitable Youth Organization.
Okay.
I think this is
the second, the third time that we are meeting related to this program, and we just see the need that the government of the day has actually keyed into this open government system. But this Edsias is just an opportunity for us to have a well-coordinated platform that will bring things to the public. It is something that is very good to the society, in the sense that we are clamoring to know what the government is doing with our taxpayers' money. And this is one platform through which the government can be accountable to the people. And I think it's something that we must drive to the public, let them understand it, let them also own it, as we look forward to the full implementation and the participation from the citizens. Thank you.
Thank you very
It's Ejime Ehame, representing Josie Maria Escrivas Foundation. Yes, there's a lot to benefit in ASAP, because just as what we are saying, we are agitating for the government to do this implementation very fast so that it can be placed at the NDAs. When it comes to the NDAs, it's just like a one-stop shop where you come, you bring out your records, and after bringing your records, you see it. We are fighting for accountability, transparency in government. So I think there's a lot to benefit. We benefit open government, and we benefit where things will work for the citizen.
Thank you very much.